Okay, in this lecture, we will see the losses in transformer. Losses in transformer. So in previous lecture, the introduction of losses has been covered. The losses first part is the iron loss, and these losses are constant. That is, the value of losses remain constant irrespective of the load condition. And second is the copper losses. Copper losses is nothing but the active power loss take place in the primary winding and secondary winding. So it is equal to Pi. We will denote as a Pi, and this is denoted as a copper loss PCU. Okay. Now, in today's lecture, here the iron losses, that is the core loss, is going to discuss. So core losses, the total core losses Pi is the sum of eddy current loss and hysteresis loss. So PH plus PE, where PH is the hysteresis loss. Hysteresis loss. It is mostly depend upon the quality of magnetic material and hysteresis loop. And second is the eddy current loss. Because of continuous change in the magnetic flux or sinusoidal magnetic flux, EMF induced in the magnetic core, and that EMF induced rise the current or circulate the current on the magnetic material, which will give the losses. That is the it is equal to the, it is no doubt, it is all are the active losses, but because of the eddy current, the loss is due to the resistance of magnetic material and current flowing over the surface of magnetic material. So it is a eddy current loss. Now, where hysteresis loss PH is equal to some constant KH, frequency and maximum flux density raised to X, where an eddy current loss PE is equal to some constant KE F square, that is the frequency, supply frequency square, and maximum flux density, where KH is the proportionality constant and depend upon the volume of magnetic material and quality, volume and quality. So the KH, that is a constant, proportionality constant, which depend upon the volume and quantity of magnetic material, whereas KE is the proportionality constant whose value depend upon the volume, again volume of magnetic material and resistivity of magnetic material and thickness. So fine laminations are there, fine say wafers are there, strips are there. No doubt it will decrease the eddy current loss. So it is therefore the core is always laminated, magnetic core is laminated, and BM is the maximum flux density. So it is a maximum flux density, maximum flux density, and F is the supply frequency. Isn't it? So iron losses is the sum of hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. Iron losses are, it is the summation of hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. Hysteresis loss is equal to KHFBM raised to X, where KH is the proportionality constant whose values depend upon the volume and quality of magnetic material. Eddy current loss is equal to KE frequency square maximum flux density square, where K is the proportionality constant whose values depend upon volume of magnetic material used in the transformer core, resistivity of magnetic material, and the thickness, that is a laminate stamping thickness are there. BM is the maximum flux density and F is the supply frequency. Okay. Now, where X, say first we will take the hysteresis loss. Hysteresis loss and see what is the effect of voltage and frequency. Our objective is to examine what is the effect of change in voltage and change in frequency over the hysteresis loss. The value X, this value X is called as a Steinmetz constant, and its value varies from, the value of X varies from 1.5 to 2.5. The values of X is depend upon the quality of material. So hence its values varies from 1.5 to 2.5. So hysteresis loss, total losses, iron losses is equal to the, we can write as it is the equal to say KH hysteresis loss F BM raised to X plus KE KE F square plus BM square. This one we want to examine what is the effect of voltage and effect of frequency. So first we will take the hysteresis loss only. PH is equal to KH F B raised to BM raised to X. This is our equation for the hysteresis loss. Now, since the applied voltage and induced EMF is approximately constant, that is applied voltage and induced EMF is approximately constant, approximately same instead of same. That is V1 applied voltage is equal to, nearly equal to E1 induced in the transformer, and whose values is √2 pi F phi maximum into number of turns. This is the equation we have already come into the first and second lecture of transformer. Now, for example, this is the simple cross-sectional area. No doubt in the practice, it is a crucible core. There are a number of strips are there. So as to make its shape of the core is round, to avoid the sharp bend over the winding and to reduce the mean diameter of the winding by mean diameter of the winding. Now, this is the laminated core we are using for the decreasing eddy current loss, and the net iron area is equal to AI. AI is the net iron area. So what is the difference between the net iron area and gross area? Gross area is the total area, that is a say length multiplied by its width is the total gross area. But because of the laminated core, there is a some insulating layer between each stamping. So the net iron area is slightly smaller than the gross cross-sectional area, and that is the ratio of net iron area divided by gross iron area is called as a stacking factor. This is going to consider in the transformer design itself, not in the operation. So now the iron area is Ai. So flux density can be written as maximum flux divided by iron area. So flux divided by area is this one. So here the flux density, flux is equal to Bm into Ai. Now we will put this value in this equation. So it is root 2 pi f Bm into Ai, and number of tons is as it is. Okay. So the hysteresis loss PH is equal to KH, proportionality constant for the hysteresis loss, F B maximum raised to X. So in this case, if you put the value of Ni, if we put the value of say Bm over this one, we can write as KH into bracket V1 divided by root 2 pi F net iron area into number of tons N1 raised to X. So this is KH as it is. Now we will separate out the term. It is 1 upon root 2 pi F root 2 pi root 2 pi Ai into N1 in one bracket. It is in one bracket raised to X into frequency F V1 upon F raised to X. So what is the change? 1 upon F is as it is. Okay. Only by multiplying the equation F and divide the equation F. So there is no change. So it is equal to, say, suppose this all the value is replaced by a constant KH, capital H. So it is equal to this is the term what is remaining here multiplied by F is remaining. Okay, so say we will write over this one. So Bm, say suppose from this we have taken the value of Bm is equal to, what is that value? It is a V1 divided by root 2 pi F into Ai into N1. Okay, now this value is replaced, B maximum value is replaced by this value. So this F is there. So KH is the constant, and which is written as V1 raised to X into F upon F raised to X and 1 upon F raised to X. So it is F into raised to 1 minus X, where KH is equal to KH proportionality constant divided by root 2 pi Ai into N1. These are all are the constant. Root 2 pi is the numerical value. Net iron area, once you design the transformer, it will remain constant. And number of tons, it is decided, or it is designed how many number of tons are there in the primary winding or secondary winding, that will remain same. So in this equation, if you observe that the hysteresis loss PH is equal to V into V raised to X into F raised to 1 minus S. It means that the relation shows that the hysteresis loss depend upon both applied voltage as well as frequency. Applied voltage as well as frequency. If there is a change in frequency, there is a change in hysteresis loss. And if there is a change in frequency, there is a change in hysteresis loss. But if the frequency increases, okay, the losses going to increase. Okay, now we will see the effect of voltage change and frequency over the eddy current loss. Now, eddy current loss, PE, it is equal to proportionality constant KE, frequency square, and maximum flux density square. Now, we will put the value of maximum flux density as already defined or already found the relation. Flux density is equal to, it is equal to V1 upon root 2 pi into what is the equation? Our equation is V1 is equal to root 2 pi f Bm into AI into N1. So V1 divided by F divided by net iron area into number of turns. Okay, this is the value of maximum flux density. Put in the equation PE. So PE is equal to KE F square into V1 upon root 2 pi F AI into N1. This is the value. Okay. Now, if you separate out the terms, KE 1 upon root 2 pi AI into N1. The reason to separate out this term is that root 2 pi is the numerical value. Net iron area, once you design the transformer, net iron area and number of turns remain constant. So these are the some depend upon the physical dimension and the numerical value. So that value is constant. Now what is remaining? Here F square is remaining. F square is remaining. Sorry, here it is raised to 2. And here it is V1 square divided by F square. So this F square get cancelled, and eddy current loss KE into V1 square. So the important relation comes from this equation is that the eddy current loss depend upon only voltage, not on the frequency. So the we can say that the eddy current loss is proportional to the square of voltage and independent of frequency. There is no frequency term is there. There is no frequency. So it is depend upon proportional to square of voltage, applied voltage, and independent of frequency. Independent upon the frequency. So see, so total loss is PI equal to PE PH hysteresis loss plus eddy current loss, which is equal to KH capital H into V raised to X into F1 minus X plus Ke into V raised to 2. V raised to 2, or V is V1, V is square. So as long as the voltage is constant, as long as supply voltage and frequency is constant, frequencies are constant, iron losses are constant. This is the important one. This is quantitatively here. It is found that the iron losses depend upon the voltage and frequency. In general case, the supply voltage and frequency is constant. Therefore, the iron losses are constant. And in the previous 2 or 3 lecture, we found that in magnetic core, the flux produced by no load current or flux produced by magnetizing current is responsible to produce the required magnetic flux phi in the core. As soon as we connect the secondary winding to the load, it produces MMF N2I2. Resulting this MMF, it produces the magnetic flux. At the same time, to maintain the constant voltage, it draws more current from the supply. Say it is I1. So N1 I1, the magnitude of flux produced by MMF of primary winding, and MMF of secondary windings are equal and opposite. Therefore, the flux is always remain present, which is constant, depend upon the magnetizing current. So this is the one way to explain that the iron losses remain constant irrespective of load condition. And here, from this equation, it is quite clear the iron losses depend upon voltage and frequency, and as long as in general case the voltage and frequency remain constant, the iron losses remain constant. So this is the effect of change in voltage and change in frequency. Let the frequency is going to increase. There is no change in the eddy current loss because the equation does not contain the frequency component. Whereas as the frequency increases, hysteresis loss get increases. Okay, so we can say that as long as supply voltage remain constant, eddy current loss remain constant even though the frequency get changes. If the applied voltage constant, hysteresis loss will remain constant with increase in frequency. Therefore, the total iron losses decreases if the frequency is increased with applied voltage is kept constant. So by increasing the frequency, the iron losses get decreases. But in our supply system, the frequency of the supply system is remain constant, 50 Hertz. So this is the iron losses detail in the iron losses, whereas the copper losses already we have discussed. The copper loss is the loss which is taking place in the winding R1 here and R2 here. The current is I1 and current is I2. So the total copper losses is equal to I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2, or it may be referred in any one side. So I1 square R1, where R1 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash, or it may be equal to I2 square R2, where R2 is the equivalent resistance referred to the secondary side. So R2 is equal to R2 plus R1 dash. So this is the total losses in the transformer. So next time we will see some different tests over the transformer to determine the magnitude or the values of copper losses and iron losses.